Good morning, everyone. This is your Hall of Famer, Director Marlon Green, synchronizing this raggedy ass universe in dazzling fashion. If our leaders could have been doing a better job, trust me, they'll be doing it. They're watching me, seeing what I do, and not trying to give me credit. That shit is over. Hi everyone, this is Director Marlon Green synchronizing this universe by telling y'all what the real deal is. First of all, I want to say I'm disappointed in God and I will give him a F if I was physically able. Because you cannot supersede someone else's Bible and can't do anything better than expect us to bless and love you. First of all, I do not love God the way y'all do. You know why? Because he treats me different than you all. God in America treats his whores and his con artists better than his warriors, better than his advocates, better than his good people in the church. And if the people in the church had any power, they'll be able to exercise that power. Instead, you have the ministry doing all of these tasks for the ministry, but they're not making a real difference in the world like they're supposed to. Let me give you an example. All right, first of all, I'm a director in the Hall of Fame, okay? I can tell you're not shit by you not being outgoing, you're not positive, y'all don't compliment, but y'all always want us to show and be seen your stuff, but you don't recognize other people's stuff. Let me tell you something. God is not really with you all. And if you think he is, maybe he isn't, because your morals and values don't line up with his, but yet and still y'all prospering. So how can a lazy ass person or lame people be prospering watching other people that has better skill sets, better job ethics, and better accomplishments? It's because y'all are jealous and we have an insecure God, because a jealous and insecure God would only bless the jealous and the insecure. I don't fucking need them. World leaders are listening to me, such as China, Russia, and others. America doesn't listen to me, and they're paying the price for it. They are idiots. We have been long awaiting the reparations challenge. It took after Martin Luther King people like myself to actually pull it off. A lot of y'all think y'all community activists and you're not. A lot of y'all think that y'all making a difference that you're not. A lot of y'all claim that y'all for straight men, but you're not. I'm not gonna sit on my ass and let y'all take over my life, dictate my life, and other things. And also, all of the celebrities know who I am. Master P, Amir Baraka, Cash Money Millionaires, Baby, Manny Fresh. They know who I am. They just scared to say my name. And a lot of these music people have sold themselves out, as have sold their souls, and have messed over people and are in transitions themselves. Me, I don't have to have a lot of money. To me, it's not all about the money, because I know a lot of people that are rich and lives are still fucked up. People like Charlemagne the God is cool, but you're not a critical thinker. You're a celebrity gossiper, and that's what you really are. You're not supposed to be talking about politics. And if these women had any courage, they'll be defending their own birthrights against abortion, and not having the men stand up for them. Because just this year, the Girl Scouts was harassing the Boy Scouts about entry, and they already have their organizations, which shows they are miserable. We don't have to put up with miserable people. I need an intelligent God, a God who's going to put his generals ahead first, his scholars ahead first, his honorable men first, and not his whores, not his warmongers, not his hypocrites, because that's all who's prospering these days. And if the wicked are prosperous, it's not God, okay? If the wicked are prosperous, it's not God, okay? It's Lucifer. Also, I'm disappointed with Donald Trump, Congress, Republicans, and Democrats, because they still have not fixed the health care bill. They always talking about each other. They don't never include the independents. That's why I am suing the Louisiana state for $12 million for a lot of public accommodations discrimination. They already know. I've requested an audit. Uh, Judge Ivan LaMelle is Satan in the courts, because you can be a systemic racist and not see it, and when people show you the evidence and you ignore it, that means you're arrogant and you're a fool. And Psalms 117 says, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, fools despise wisdom and knowledge, and all of our leaders in America despise wisdom and knowledge, and they're very selective of who they want to succeed and who they don't want to succeed. We're pissed off that Minister Farrakhan was banned off of Facebook. We're going to retaliate for that. And just yesterday, Mark Zuckerberg has caught Israeli companies using Facebook profile to hinder or sway political gains and votes. And that just goes to show you that African Americans are gullible as fuck, because they'll let anybody do anything to them and they can't help their own people. And I'm the one setting things in motion. And let me say this right here. I'm not waiting on God all the time, because what I found out is that I set the pace for a lot of things. I'm not listening to God in that aspect of wait for everything, because I found out that I'm the one that set things in motion. The landlords don't want to fix anything until I fix it. They don't want to address the roads until I address it. They won't want to do economic development until I address it. They don't win any medical marijuana campaigns until I address it. And you're going to tell me God is going to favor you over me? Then we don't fucking need him. Our American women are whores, and American slavery has affected them drastically. That's 400 years plus another 100 years or so of mental retardation. And on the outside, you might can't tell, but when you start asking them important questions, and when you start asking them critical questions, they can't fucking answer it, and you know they're not critical thinkers. And they'll break down right there in front of you and complain on you when it's them. And that's why I filed a federal civil rights complaint on the Democratic caucus, the Louisiana state and local police, for harassing me for making legitimate complaints, and they haven't done the fucking thing but sat on their ass and make excuses. And that's why I'm holding 95 contempt of court charges between Governor Bell Edwards' administration and the clerk of courts at United States District Court, Eastern District, New Orleans, and the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals on Mass Drive, 601 Mass Drive Street, because they don't know what the fuck they doing, and they raise up administrative costs ignoring valuable exhibits. I sent them a 95-page exhibit plus page exhibit to Governor John Bell Edwards. They lost by default. They have not answered. So what the judge do? The judge tries to dismiss the case based on uh, uh, in false entitlements by the defendants, and they are speaking for the defendants, which is highly prohibited and illegal. The judges are not supposed to speak for the defendants. I got Facebook, I got Sony, and I got a whole lot of other people that we're going to be collecting for intercultural and intellectual property. I've been copyrighted my stuff all on Facebook, and even Donald Trump now is copying off of me. Yes, Canada has a merit system for work, but I can't fucking go. America owes me all kinds of money. I can't go. It costs $6,000 for the visa, and they require $12,000 in savings. How the fuck I'm gonna get savings? They don't want to hire me. Everything that they advertise is a fraud. If they say take these surveys and earn money, trust me, half of those surveys are gonna make you take the surveys and not give you a fucking thing. America is always trying to rip its citizens off, and bitches be like, oh well, we're gonna raise the price of gas or the taxes 38%, it shouldn't do no good, do any harm, or it should do good for the economy. Your whole fucking summer vacation is ruined. A lot of times they raise the taxes and don't tell us, and I'm sick of these deadbeat ass fucking leaders that's always taxing us out of something and giving themselves tax break. We ain't gonna never have nothing. Our women are whores and they go with whoever's gonna pay their bills. They don't give a fuck about us. I done lost 3, 4, 5 women already in my lifetime that are pretty nice and need improvement, but it's manageable. You can't manage a fucking thing with no money. You can't feel like you handling your business if you're not able to raise the kids, but you paying child support. You're a dad and don't have nothing to say. Is exactly how these lazy ass women want it. Because if they had a good man, they'll know how to keep them. They'll understand us. And the very fact that y'all been bred as whores for 4 generations and have no real intention of changing shows exactly why we gonna leave y'all bum asses right here in America. And those of you who don't like polygamous marriages, fuck you, because you'll fuck our wives working for you at the job and wouldn't give us a raise and would rather fire us than to confront your own shortcomings. And I don't think these pastors should be having jets and things like that. They don't need no jet. I need a jet. You know why? Because I have the skill sets for the U.S. Army. I have the skill sets for advocates across the country. I have the skill sets for international organizations across the world. And I can't afford a jet and I'm in the Hall of Fame. Well, fuck you and your guys. Y'all are jealous, and a lot of y'all who think you are blessed are not blessed by God, but are blessed by Lucifer. This is not God's plan.